what is cloud computing? There are many different opinions, and each person that you talk to is going to have a different definition. But in general terms, you are going to find people that say that it's the next step in the evolution of the internet, and it's going to revolutionize the way we deliver and consume services, yeah, IT services. On the other hand, you are going to find a minority that is going to say that it's just fluff. Okay, it's a rebadging of all technologies that have been available for a long time. So, what is cloud computing? Let's hope that once we finish this presentation today, you are going to have the elements to make your own decision. Okay? Cloud computing overview. What we are going to do in this section is basically look at the compelling reasons for cloud. Why so many people is looking at cloud? What are the business objectives? What is the cloud layering? What types of clouds we have, or what type of services we can provide with cloud? And we are also going to present the different delivery methods that you can have. Okay? So it's the tiering and delivery methods which are going to identify the type of cloud. If we talk to anyone in the business community, everyone wants to talk about cloud. Okay? It doesn't matter which part of the business they are in. We can talk to the CEO, and the CEO always wants strategic flexibility. Yeah? They need to compete in a market that is global, and it's very, very highly competitive. On the other hand, and they are looking at cloud, and they talk about cloud. You talk to the CFO, and he's responsible for the operational excellence. He has to manage the risk. He has to comply with all the rules. He has to maximize income, and he's talking about cloud. You talk to the CIO, and the CIO is the one that needs to provide the IT services to the other parts of the business in an environment in which applications and environmentals and servers are growing in such a way that you cannot manage. Yeah? And all of these people are talking about cloud, basically because the problem that we have is complexity. We know that the systems that we currently have are going to keep increasing. The interrelationships between systems is going to keep increasing, and really we are reaching a point where we cannot manage. Okay? I don't know which company you are in, but take a look at your company, take a look at where it was 5 years ago, and take a look at where it is now. It's more complex, it's more difficult, you spend more time doing just that, managing the complexity. Okay? So when we are talking about cloud and the reasons for cloud, it's just evolution. It's an evolutionary step that started when we started virtualizing, and we are continuing the same path. We are trying to create, from a user perspective, an easy way to obtain services, and from a business perspective or enterprise perspective, we want to be able to scale without the nightmare that is today. I don't know how many of you have seen this chart before, but it's true. If we look at the expenses, the expenditure in hardware, in blue, it's flat. Okay? That's due to the increasing technology advances. It's due to the sophistication of the systems that we have now. Okay? We are spending the same amount of money. We are receiving servers that are more powerful. They have more capabilities. But that also creates a problem of server sprawl. Yeah? We have more servers. We spend the same amount of money, but we keep increasing the number of servers. And let's look at the green side now. The green side is basically the power and cooling costs. Okay? We know that that's going to increase, or it's increasing. Okay? That's not going to stop. We think that this part, the hardware costs, are going to remain flat. The cooling and power, it's going to increase. Okay? But what is exploding is this. That part is basically the management cost of the current infrastructure. Okay? We are spending more and more and more simply just to maintain the services that we currently have. We are not able to divert funds from that to make the systems and the applications that we have better serve the business needs. Okay? So the problem here is illustrated again. It's complexity. Okay? We were talking about the number of servers increasing. Yeah? The problem with the number of servers increasing, it's power and cooling, it's new data centers that we don't have. Really, we cannot build new data centers very easily nowadays. Even if we can build a data center, we are not going to have the possibility to increase the power that we give the data center. We cannot keep racking up servers because simply we cannot cool things down. Okay? So, on top of that, those servers are basically doing nothing. Okay? Except in the mainframe environment, we are running at 85% utilization. Okay? And the more servers that we have, the more that the number grows. Okay? Data, it's growing at about 54% a year. The total storage in the world grows by 54% a year. That's incredible. So we know that we have to find a better way to manage our storage. It's almost impossible to keep up. And out of our budget, 70 cents of each dollar is spent in maintaining the current infrastructure. We are not talking about innovation. We are not talking about delivering better service. It's just to maintain the status quo. Okay? Now, when we are talking about cloud, cloud it's a way of delivering services. Yeah? We are going to go through a specific definition later on, but it's a way of acquiring and delivering services. A lot of markets have already gone through this transformation. Okay? We, the IT industry, we haven't. The world is getting smaller. We are globalizing everything, and really we cannot keep doing things as we were doing them 20 years ago. We need smarter solutions. Okay? If we look at telcos, in the 50s, in order to place a local call, this is from the States, but in order to place a local call, you need to call an operator. Okay? And that operator was going to communicate you. I think that was valid until, in the US, until 76 in certain parts. Now, that was a waste of effort. So automated switching allowed us to just dial a number or enter a number and connect to the person we wanted to contact in the other side of the world. That required automation, automated switching, standardization, because for me to ring any country in the world from Australia, certain standards have to be maintained. So what they did is automate and standardize. Okay? If we look at car manufacturing, okay, basically they were the very first ones to standardize. And with the use of robotics, they are automating more and more and more. And if we look at the Toyota production system, for example, or the old just-in-time, basically the whole community of partners that are going to work for that car to be put on the road work together. It's a collaborative network that allows them to produce more efficiently. Okay? If you go to any ATM, they all look the same. They all feel the same. The user does not need to read a manual to do it, okay? Because they are standardized. The back end is also standardized. In that sense, you could move money or withdraw money from any ATM that you find in the country. Okay? Now, in all these industries and more, what they have done is standardize and automate. Okay? So that's what we are going to need today. And that's in the end what cloud is based on. Okay?